Hello everyone, Samurai here, and today I'm playing Book of Spells. This is created by J.K. Rowling, which is she's done Harry Potter, and yeah, obviously. So yeah. Anyways, you can see me at the background, and yeah. Anyways, right, let's go to the first chapter. Yeah, actually, before I do that, I just was. Firstly, I can say I'm gonna do chapter by chapter, so I'm not gonna do whole thing. So, yeah, example, I could do the first chapter, then the next video will be the second one, next video third one, then fourth, then fifth. Then I was over there, but anyways, let's get to it. Let's open the book.
Now we've got two magical spots on the book. Every page of the Book of Spells has spots like these. See that new spot on the right-hand page? Use your wand to pull it up out of the book.
Yeah,
and we can read what spells we have in store in Chapter 1. Or you can try testing out your wand again by pulling up the picture on the left-hand page. It's up to you.
Yes, you can see I've already done this bit, but I'll do it again. So, yes, so let me show you.
Here we are. We're going to practice this nice snap of the wrist. It's a sharp flick of your wand like this. Oh, there we go. Wow, it looks like your wand is ready to go.
Uh-oh, okay.
Time to show me some real wand work.
Okay,
just give your wand a good sharp flick of the wrist.
Like this.
Oh, that's it. Very good. Right, keep flicking now. You don't need to press any buttons with a spell like this. Just flick. Keep going. Let's get your wand really warmed up. A bit more. Keep flicking your wand. Yes, you've definitely got the hang of it. Let's move on, shall we? You can cancel activities at any time by holding the circle button. So do that now. Okay. Good. Now hold it. It looks like your wand work is up to scratch. Let's move on. Now we've got two magical spots on the book. Every page of the Book of Spells has spots like these. See that new spot on the right-hand page? Use your wand to pull it up out of the book, and we can read what spells we have in store in Chapter 1. Or you can try testing out your wand again by pulling up the picture on the left-hand page. It's up to you. When you read the Book of Spells, you can use your wand to move the words back and forth. Try it now. Point your wand at the words at the top of the screen, then hold the T button and slide them to the left.
Well, something like this. Oh, maybe let's try.
Just release the button. That's it. Whenever you're reading, you can use your wand to skip ahead or go back. Point with your wand again and slide the words to the right to go back. Nice wand work. You can also stop reading at any time by holding the circle button.
There you go.
In this chapter, we'll learn 4 spells ideal for developing your wand skills. Each new spell is sure to be useful throughout your wizarding career, whether you're making objects fly or lighting your way in dark places. Practice hard, and you'll soon be ready to take on this chapter's final test, and will be on your way to becoming an accomplished witch or wizard.
And there you go. Let's try it out.
It looks like you found a collectible. Well done. It'll be stored in the collectibles chapter, so remember to go and have a look at it later. There we are. See there in the bottom corner? Your spellbook can't wait to move on. That means you've finished everything on this page, so turn over when you're ready.
Okay, let's do it.
The levitation charm. Aha, starting with the basics. This one always comes in handy. Right, first we'll learn a bit about the spell. Then, when you're ready, you'll learn to cast it. Now, you don't read this spell book like a muggle textbook. To read your book, you point your wand at any words that are glowing on the page, and then just press the T button.
Voila.
The levitation charm is one of the first spells learnt by any young witch or wizard.
I guess this one is a big god who
With the
levitation.
charm, a witch or wizard can make things
obviously.
fly with the flick of a wand. The charm is an excellent test of your magical skill, wand control, and above all, patience.
And that's true.
There you have it. For every spell you learn, you'll first get a description of the spell from the author. Oh, look, there's more to find out about the spell. Looks like Miranda Gozhog also put a wizarding story about the levitation charm into her book. Pull up the glowing picture with your wand to read the story, or just turn the page.
Let's just point out that guy sounds like David Tennant. Do you think so, guys? Put your comments below if you agree, or just press like. Anyways, let's move on to the story.
Looks like we're going to hear a tale about this spell. Ready? It's up to you. Do you want to read the story now or later? Use your wand to choose. Point at one of... That's it.
No.
The levitation charm was invented in 1544 by Warlock Jarlath Hobart, who mistakenly believed that he had at last succeeded in doing what wizard kind had so far failed to do, and learnt to fly. Hobart invited a large crowd of wizards, including the chief warlock of the Wizengamot, to witness his maiden flight. On the 16th of July, 1544, Hobart climbed onto the roof of the local church. And after several speeches and a rousing performance of the... it seems your spell book is testing you. There's a word missing from the story. Point your wand at one of the tabs on the side of the book. Then hold the T button and slide the tab out.
Let's see. Let's shuffle. Oops.
Ah, yes. After a rousing performance of the national anthem, he leapt into midair. At first, Hobart appeared to have succeeded. He hung in midair for nearly 3 minutes, until the crowd grew impatient to see him move somewhere. In response to their catcalls, Hobart began to perform vigorous swimming movements, which had no effect. Mistakenly believing that he was being hampered by his heavy boots and... oh, another missing word. Jarlath's going to throw something away, but what? Point at one of... oh, believing he was being hampered by his heavy robes, he took them off and tossed them away. Upon removal of these items, Hobart dropped 10 feet, and it became painfully clear to those watching from below that far from weighing him down, they had been helping to keep him airborne. Infuriated by the increasing laughter of the onlookers, Hobart continued to strip. Until finally, on removal of his... oh dear, what do you think he removed next? On removal of his underpants, he plummeted to the earth, completely naked. Breaking 16 bones and earning himself a fine for what the chief warlock described as outrageous silliness. Humiliated, Hobart returned home and continued his work.
Oh dear. Oh,
He eventually realized that he had invented a spell that would lift objects into the air and could cause them to hover for varying lengths of time, depending on their weight and the skill of the spellcaster. Small animals and even children might be levitated, but once airborne, they had no control over their direction of movement. Hobart consequently made a second announcement, and another, even larger crowd assembled to watch his new demonstration. Hoping for another hearty laugh at his expense. The new demonstration was initially much more successful than the first. Hobart showed the onlookers how he could lift a variety of objects, ranging from small rocks all the way up to... What else could this spell levitate? Pull out, that's it. He could lift fallen trees. Unfortunately, the cheers of the crowd went to Hobart's head, and he decided for a finale to levitate the chief's hat. It was only then that he, and indeed the crowd, realised that the chief wore a wig. Hobart only survived the resulting duel by levitating the chief's robes over his head and running for it.
What a fine story. And he didn't see that one coming.
Now, some spells in the book will have wizarding stories to go with them, left especially by Miranda. I mean, our esteemed author. This spellbook has some powerful magic indeed. Time for you to do some magic of your own. I think you're ready to learn to cast this spell. Wand at the ready, and turn the page to learn it.
There you go. Right, let's learn this spell, shall we?
One of the book's pictures has got a bit out of control. Just try brushing those feathers away with your hand.
There we go. Oh, here we go. What's going on?
Wingardium Leviosa. The magic words for the levitation charm are Wingardium Leviosa.
Right, let's
Be
do
sure
this.
to make the gar nice and long. Say the incantation aloud nice and clearly now. 3, 2, 1.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Good.
That was good. That was good. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on.
That's the incantation learnt. Now time for the wand gesture you must make to cast the spell. Pull the gesture diagram up from the page. This spell is all in the wrist. Keep your wand hand loose and perform a nice, smooth swish and flick movement. This is it. To cast a spell, you trace the gesture shape while holding the move button on your controller. Hold down the move button, trace the shape, then let go. Good. Do that once more, but this time without any help. Yes, that's it. See that symbol in the
sorry
corner?
guys, I'll be back in a
Cast the
minute.
spell.
I'll be right back. Hold on a sec. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You know, because I had some dinner, so yeah. So, anyways, let's move on. And let's go back to the.
Now you don't need to press the move button or make the gesture again. You can keep using this spell till you cast another. Now with the levitation charm, you point your wand at an object, then hold the T button to levitate it. That's the spell you need. So aim your wand, then hold the T button.
Alright,
Oh,
here we go.
Try levitating that jar. Point at it and hold the T button.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
You've done it! You can levitate it. You have a bright, magical future ahead of you, I can tell. You can let go of the T button to drop it any time. Put the jar safely back down on the book so we can move on.
Okay.
That's it. You can keep levitating, or we can move on. You can return the book to normal at any time by holding the circle button. You need to safely land the jar to move on. Just release the T button when you're ready. Put the jar safely back down on the... Once more. Try to levitate this new jar and put it back down again without breaking it. Try levitating it again. Have a play around.
And whoop. Oh, damn it.
You're doing well. Now try landing the jar safely back on the book. You need to safely land the jar to move on. Just release the tea. Excellent levitation skills. You can keep levitating, or we can move on. You can return the book to normal at any time by holding the circle button.
Let's press the circle then. Yeah.
Huh, look at that.
Well,
Some previous student has scribbled in your book. Defacing a library book. Wait. It looks like they've added an enchantment to the book. I tell you what. Use your wand to pull up that bewitched illustration from the page and let's see what happens. It seems our mischievous magical vandal wanted to give you a creature to practice levitating. Go on then, give it a go. Cast Wingardium Leviosa and then try levitating that toad. It won't do it any harm. That's it, keep levitating the toad. Oh, he doesn't know what hit him. Well done. Of course, this toad was just conjured up by your spellbook. Don't let me catch you trying this on the real thing. Oh, there he goes. You need to be a bit more careful. That's no way to treat an innocent toad. Next time I might have to take away house points. That's the basics. Now it's time for a proper practice of the spell. Turn the page when you're ready.
Turn the page.
You've learnt your first spell. Now it's time for a practice exercise conjured by your book. I'll be awarding house points, so do your best. Let's find out what challenge Miranda Goshawk has set. Point your wand at the glowing illustration and pull it up. Now it's time to practice your new charm and learn to levitate with confidence. Luckily, this spellbook holds a number of powerful enchantments which allow it to provide a safe space for spell practice. Your book's going to conjure up a practice space. Here we go.
Oh, blimey. We're the greenhouse. What are they?
A herbology greenhouse. Those plants are mandrakes. I'd know them anywhere. A perfect chance to put your levitation to the test. Levitate the mandrakes out of the ground and into those pots over there.
Okay, let's do this.
You'll need to cast the levitation charm again for this exercise. Now these mandrakes are fragile, so you'd better levitate them up out of the ground and over into the pots. Point your wand at a mandrake and levitate him up out of the ground. Oh, they're stubborn. Hold the T button and give them a good tug. Well done. Right. Drop this little fellow into the right-sized pot. Well done. This mandrake can settle into his new home. You need to repot all the mandrakes to complete the exercise.
1, 2, 3.
Good. That's it. Release the T button to drop it. Well done. You'll make a fine herbologist.
There's a small one there. Here you go.
That's it. Release the T button to pop him in. Well done. You'll make a fine herbologist.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. That's it. Release the T button to drop him.
There he goes.
Excellent. Another one safely repotted.
That was easy.
Activity complete. Time to see how well you did. Here's a note recording your progress in this lesson. Let's find out how you did. Well done indeed. You've mastered your first spell.
Hey,
and to prove
15.
it, here's a wizarding photograph recording one of your moments of magic. Good work. Oh, spectacular. All mandrakes repotted without any mistakes, so that's 15 house points for you.
That's awesome. Anyway,
Miranda Goshawk's left behind a little more information on this spell. If you'd like to read it, pull up the note, or you can just turn the page.
Yeah, I think I should turn the page. If you want to read this, you have to look at it yourself. So there you go. Right, let's move on to
water making spell.
Water making spell.
A useful one, this. Pull up the description text to find out more, or turn the page to learn to cast it. The water-making spell conjures clean, drinkable water from the end of the wand. Thus, with the water-making spell, the trained wizard is never without a source of water, whether they're refilling their goblet at dinner or managing a minor eyebrow fire after a carelessly cast fire-making spell.
And there you go.
Interesting thing to collect? Our vandal has left another scribble. The last one was educational. Just. Shall we have a look? Or if you like, just turn the page.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, the bubblehead charm. It conjures a bubble of air around the caster's head. Useful for underwater exploration and avoiding nasty smells. You ready to cast the charm? I'm looking forward to this. Stay just where I can see you and keep still to see this spell in action. That's it.
Sorry.
You look interested. What's our magical vandal up to now? Goodness, a chance to try out your bubblehead charm. Although this charm is brilliant for underwater exploration, wizards with particularly bad breath have reported some problems after the first 30 minutes or so. Give those fish a wave.
I tried to wave it, but
that's better. Never been much of a fish person myself. Oh, well, there you are. Our mystery student definitely knew his or her stuff. I don't think you'll be able to cast the spell away from this page, but you can come back and try it here anytime. Right, turn the page, and let's try mastering this spell.
Okay, let's do it.
Here we'll learn the necessary gesture and incantation to conjure water from your wand. First, we'll learn the incantation for this spell. Pull the words up from the page.
Okay, here we go. Blimey, I'm about to get wet here.
Aguamenti.
Damn it. Now my clothes are...
for conjuring water is aguamenti. Be sure to say it clearly when casting the spell. Nice and loud now.
Aquamenti.
Very nice.
Will you just stop doing that? Yeah.
You're ready to learn the spell shape. Pull up the picture on the page.
Here we go.
Casting Aguamenti requires a smooth wave movement from left to right with your wand. First, dip your wand down, then rise up and over. A nice smooth wave.
Like this.
Nice. Let's see that gesture again, but drawn from memory this time. Great! With this spell, just hold down the T button to send out a jet of water. Oh, careful where you aim your wand.
Oh, sorry.
Give the book a good spray. Don't worry, its enchantments should protect it from water damage. Lovely. Hose those pages down.
That's what sprayed me, by the way.
I think you've got the basics. You can stop the waterworks. You have to be sure that the book is dry before we move on. Tilt the book up so the water runs off it.
There you go. Hold on a sec.
That's the way. You've completed the first half of chapter 1. To move to the second part of the chapter, you'll need to close the book, and then choose chapter 1, part 2.
And there you go, guys. That's chapter 1, part 1. And if you guys enjoyed it,
That's the back of the book. Turn your book over to move on.
yes, I'll do that in a minute. I was saying, if you enjoyed that, please subscribe if you are brand new, and press like button if you enjoyed it. And yeah, and do another video soon. Take care, bye. Just kidding.
Here we are. You finished the first part of Chapter 1. So, point your wand at Chapter 1, Part 2, and press the move button.
There you go. Yeah, just kidding. It's not over yet. So, here you go, Part 2.
Chapter 1, Part 2.
Anyways, let's do another part.
Unlocking Charm. Oh, this is an unusual spell book. Now, I wouldn't normally teach you this ingenious little charm so soon in your career. Still, it seems Miranda Goshawk thought you could be trusted. Pull up the text to learn about this spell.
Okay, let's do it.
There are many ways to pass through locked doors in the magical world. See the fire-making spell, the gouging spell, and the reductor curse. Where you wish to enter or depart discreetly, however, the unlocking charm is your best friend. Don't forget, that will go into the collectibles chapter in your spellbook.
And there you go, here comes the story of this spell, so let's have a look and have a listen.
Ready for another tale? Wand at the ready. Here we are. Want to read the story now or later? Remember, you can always hold the circle. The famous unlocking charm was introduced to Britain in the early 1600s by a wizard thief called Eldon Elsrickle, who had fled from Britain to Africa, hoping to escape punishment for a series of robberies. Elsrickle sneaked back into the country, heavily disguised and possessed of two treasures. The first was a baby monster called a Nundu, a terrifying leopard-like creature which, when full grown, could devour whole crowds of men in a single gulp. However, the cub could be subdued with a simple... What would you use to subdue a Nundu? Remember, hold... No, that's not the right word. So the cub could be subdued with a simple stunning spell. And Elsrickle intended to use it to guard his house, and it was not there. Elsrickle's second treasure was the charm that he had learned from an ancient African sorcerer, Alohomora, otherwise known as the Unlocking Charm, or the Thief's Friend. Elsrickle immediately resumed his career of villainy, and no house in London, whether Muggle or Wizard owned, was safe. Elsrickle was soon taking home priceless jewels, paintings and antiques to the house which was occupied by his Nundu. Soon, the spectral thief of old London town was making front-page news in both the Wizarding and Muggle worlds. Nobody could understand how the criminal was getting in and out of houses without breaking windows or using ladders. Once in a while, Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow... Oh, another missing word. A fellow what, I wonder? Elsrickle would be surprised in the home of a fellow wizard. Whenever this happened, the cunning fellow offered to trade his fabulous new charm for his freedom. His deal was accepted so many times that soon there were a great number of so-called spectral thieves operating in the capital. Elsrickle was confident that he would never be burgled, however, because he made sure that everyone knew he owned an ever-growing... What horror did Elsrickle keep in his house? Can you remember? Everyone knew he owned an ever-growing Nundu. He put it to sleep each morning through the keyhole of his door before entering the house. And woke it up in the same way when he left at night. Then came the fateful day when Blagden Blay, a wizard who had been burgled 19 times in 2 weeks, succeeded in inventing an anti-Alohomora charm. In a single night, the wizarding doors of London were sealed shut, and task forces were dispatched to protect Muggle houses too. On the last day of his life, Elsrickle returned home after being unable to commit a single burglary all night. Tired, frustrated and angry, he completely forgot about putting his Nundu to sleep through the keyhole before he entered the house. The last word he ever spoke before being pounced upon and eaten was Alohomora. Elton came to a grisly end then.
Sound like it. Anyways.
Right then, we better learn the spell. Turn the page.
Let's do it then.
This page will teach you the gesture and incantation to open almost any lock. First, we'll learn the spell's incantation. Try that picture of some keys. Use your wand to get it going. Alohomora. To unlock doors with just a wave of the wand, speak the incantation Alohomora. Nice and clearly now. 3, 2, 1.
Alohomora.
Very nice. Excellent. Now let's learn the gesture. Pull the diagram up from the page. Now, the spell requires a nice, sharp wand movement. Start at the bottom and go up, then diagonally down and then across. Well done. Now make the gesture once more, this time from memory. Excellent. With this spell cast, you don't need to do the gesture again. You just start flicking your wand towards locked objects to open them. Let's see what this spell can do. Oh, there's something to unlock here. Flick your unlocking charm at the little glint.
Let's see, I'm in a hole. And,
flick your wand towards any of those little glints you see.
okay.
That shows. Look out, bats!
But whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I walk away?
This spell, you flick your wand. Flick it at that locked chest. Oh, you've picked up a collectible. You'll be rich at this rate.
Yeah, I know. Okay, off you go. Thank you.
Smells like someone's potion went wrong in there.
Whoops. No, up there. No, up there, please.
Wasn't expecting that. Well done. That's the last of them. Another little extra bit of information on this spell. If you want to read it, you know what to do. Or you can just turn the page.
Okay, let's turn the page.
Wand lighting charm. As before, point your wand at the words, then pull them up from the page. This charm will light the end of your wand, providing illumination in darkness. The wand lighting charm is simple, but requires concentration. Take great care not to accidentally set your wand alight, as damage of this kind can be permanent. If in any doubt about your abilities, you would do better to buy yourself a magic lantern.
Ooh, that would be a good idea. And this one of them.
Interesting thing to collect.
Okay.
Oh, looks like another bit of extra information from Miranda Goshawk. Pull that new note up with your wand, or you can just turn the page.
Let's see what it says.
The discovery that wands themselves could be lit occurred relatively recently in wizarding history, at the end of the 18th century. Among those who claim to have invented this revolutionary spell was the German warlock Garvin Lübner, who insisted that he had invented it as a side effect of his discovery of instant darkness powder. It transpired, however, that not only was Lübner lying about Lumos, his powder was only useful for slightly dimming the lights. The wand lighting charm was actually invented in 1772 by Levena Monk Stanley. An accomplished witch working in the Department of Mysteries, Levena astonished her colleagues one day by lighting the tip of her wand to search for a dropped quill in a dusty corner. Prior to Levena's discovery, all manner of magical lanterns, candles, and light creation spells had been used, with varying degrees of success, to penetrate darkness, both natural and curse-related. So without further ado, let's turn the page and learn to cast the spell.
Okay, let's do it.
A pile of leaves? What a mess. Just brush them away with your hands. Oh, fascinating. There appears to be a hole in your book. I wonder what's in there. Lumos. The incantation to light one's wand is Lumos. Your turn. Try saying the incantation for this spell. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lumos.
Excellent pronunciation. Now you've mastered the incantation, let's move on to looking at the spell's gesture. Time to learn the wand gesture. Pull up the gesture diagram. The gesture for Lumos is a nice, smooth, upwards loop. So it's a loop for Lumos. It can be tricky, this. Start going straight from left to right, then loop up and over, then carry on straight to the right. Good stuff. Can you trace the shape again from memory? That's the way. Excellent. Let's move on and see what this spell can do. Once you've cast this spell, you just need to hold your wand wherever you need light. Simple as that. Oh dear. Did someone throw some Peruvian darkness powder in here?
Dear.
You'd better cast Lumos again. Can you remember the gesture? Good. That's it.
There you go.
Use your wand light to search around the room. There's bound to be something to find. So, it's pretty dark in here, don't you think? Move your wand to light up different parts of the room. A puffskein? How did that get in here? Well, these make the perfect wizarding pet. More objects to go, keep it up.
Yeah, that's true. Another candlestick.
Keep searching. Good work. I wonder what that's doing there. There's more to find. Keep looking. Excellent. That's the last of them.
There you go.
You've learnt to produce light, another crucial spell for wizards. Turn the page for a practice exercise.
I believe this is a test. I believe.
Oh, Miranda certainly wants to put you through your paces. Use your wand to pull up the text from the page. By now, you should be getting the hang of spellcasting, but it's important to practice the wand lighting charm to ensure that you've mastered it. Once again, your spellbook will now conjure somewhere for you to practice your powers of illumination. I hope you're not afraid of the dark.
Me? Afraid of the dark? Don't think so. Here we go.
Not a very friendly looking forest.
Here we go. I'm just preparing myself.
Merlin's beard. A devil's snare. These predatory plants thrive in the dark but can be driven back by light. That devil's snare looks eager to rip your spellbook to pieces. Cast Lumos to ward it off. Shine the light from your wand to send the plant packing. Ouch! Hope that the devil's snare enjoys that. Shine the light from your wand to send the plant packing. I have faith in you. Keep at it. Keep going. Bravo! Lumos is really doing the trick. That
There you
devil
go.
snare didn't know what hit it. Wonderful wand work.
There you go. That's what I've been looking for.
Congratulations! You've mastered Lumos. And to prove it, here's your certificate. Time to find out how well you did. And there you are, captured in all
Let's
your
see.
magical spellcasting glory. The book's unscathed. After that superb display of spellcasting, you've earned 15 house points.
Hey, here we go.
Excellent work. You've done yourself proud. You've learned all the spells in this chapter. I think you're ready to
So
take
time
the chapter
for the
test.
spells.
Turn the page.
So it's spells test, guys. Whee!
Your first test. I know you'll make me proud. Pull up the glowing text on the page to begin.
Oh, my battery's going, but I'll do this quick. Right, here we go.
Well done. You've nearly completed.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys, because my phone is automatically stopped because my memory is full. So I have to download my videos on my laptop. So anyways, let's
You're
continue
more than ready
with
to
this
pass
chapter.
this chapter's test. Well done. You've nearly completed the first chapter of the Book of Spells. Now you'll need each of your new spells to pass a final test. By first overcoming a series of puzzles, and finally by taming a dangerous magical creature. Pass the test, and you will win the first of my conundrum poems, and will have taken your first step towards wizarding greatness.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
What's this? Some kind of fountain? It looks pretty dry though. Let's try filling it with water. You don't need to levitate anything here. I think we need water.
oh wait.
Oh, no good. Press triangle if you need a hint. I think water is the key to solving this bit of the test. Try again. Press triangle if you want a hint. Not quite sure which spell you were trying to cast there. Try again. Not quite sure which spell you were trying to cast there. Try again. That's it. Now, point your wand and hold the T button.
Here we go. Let's fill this up.
It's not full yet. Get some more water into the fountain. Merlin's beard. It was a trick.
Whoa!
Released a Kelpie, a shape-changing water demon. Very dangerous.
Whoa! Blimey. Don't know where he went.
The only way to tame a Kelpie is to get a bridle over its head, like a horse. Miranda set you quite a task. First, we'll need to find something to bridle it with, like a bit of rope. You know this place is strangely familiar. I think we're in Scotland. I recognise that loch. And here's another kind of loch. This portcullis is in our way. Remember, in this test, you'll need all the spells you've learnt so far. What spell could help us open up the gate? You unlocked it.
There you go.
The gate seems to be broken, and we can't get through to fix it. See those cogs all over the floor? Try lifting them up and putting them back in place on the wall. A good chance to show off one of your spells. Excellent work. We still need to fix the gate mechanism. Which one of your spells could lift up those cogs and put them back? Excellent. Where does this cog need to go? Carefully now. That's got it, but where does it fit? Excellent. Where does this cog need to go? That's it. One more to go. Oh, that's the way. That seems to have done the trick. Well done.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, what's next? Remember, if we're going to take on that Kelpie, we'll need a rope or a bridle. Miranda Goshawk certainly doesn't mess about. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. Be ready for anything. Ah, there you are. I bet this next challenge has something to do with these locked chests. Try your unlocking charm on one of those chests. Nicely done.
There you go.
Galloping gargoyles. Another devil's snare. Looks like this one's made the stable its home. You'll need to drive it off. Odd place for bats to sleep. Still, you've got the right idea. Try the other chest. Oh dear, it's not going anywhere.
Oh, a minute.
Try casting that again. Take your time. You can do it. Oh, remember your Lumos spell. It's like an upwards loop, left to right. Don't let it get the upper hand. Or vine.
Oh yeah, hold on. Take this.
Oh dear, it's not going anywhere. Bravo! You can't lose, I just know it. Bravo! Ooh, it won't have liked that.
Back up.
You can't lose, I just know it. I know you can do this. Looks like it's been cheating. No, there goes the bridle. We better follow it. Where's this test going to take us next?
Yeah.
The lock. Wand out, I think. That Kelpie could be anywhere. Be ready. I have a feeling this is the final part of the test.
Let's see.
There it is. So to tame this beast, we need to get the bridle over its head. I think you'd better use your levitation charm. Going swimming is not a good idea. He's back. There he goes. Wand at the ready.
Wait a minute. Not that one.
So to tame this beast, we need to
There
get
you
the
go.
bridle over its head. I think you'd better use your levitation charm. Going swimming is not a good idea. That's it. Now point the bridle down there and levitate it up. This beast isn't going to cooperate. Now's your chance. Fit that. That's it. Lovely bit of levitation.
There you go. Holy
Even with
one.
the bridle, he's a spirited fellow, eh? Nicely done. You've clearly mastered this chapter's spells. I couldn't be more proud.
Right, thank you. Oh.
Your first chapter test passed. What an achievement. And here's your prize. Now round to Goshawk's Conundrum.
When little Isadora Rose, a sweet young witch, that button-nose, was bought a wand, she thought it grand. It shone so brightly in her hand. Now here's an end to all my woes, the charming girl told friends and foes. I'll never ever need to work. In truth, she always liked to shirk. If anybody makes me cross, my wand will show them who is boss. And if they go and treat me worse, I'll fix them with a single curse. And everything I want I'll get with this, my darling little pet. With that, she waved her brand new wand and turned her black hair brassy blonde. But as the days and weeks went by, that lazy girl refused to try to master new spells. Truth to tell, she didn't do the old ones well. Her hair turned blonde, but then fell out. Her curses never had much clout. Her wand began to wilt, poor thing, as boredom took away its zing. And naturally she blamed the wand and threw it in the old duck pond. But you know better. You can see what caused her mediocrity. What must you do, which she did not? What must you do, and do a lot? Answer this, and do it loads, or I will turn you all to toads.
Once you learn all the spells contained in this book, you should be able to puzzle out the answer.
There you go. And here's... Oh, hold on.
Here's your certificate recording your progress. Pull it up from the book to have a look. You've mastered your first set of spells. Take 5 house points.
5 house points, not too bad. And there you go. That's chapter 1 completed. Right, and now is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll do the other one soon.
When you're finished, you can press the circle button.
Yes, we'll do it in a minute. I was saying, who enjoyed it, please subscribe if you are brand new. Press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll do the video soon. Yeah, so see you in my next video. See you then. Take care. Bye.